Good morning. This is the Great Basin Prescribed Fire Smoke Transport Briefing for Monday, April 24th. Precipitation the past 7 days, quite dry across the southern part of the Great Basin. A fair amount of moderate moisture further north. You can see the percent of normal anywhere in that red line. 0% of normal precipitation. Very few areas of above normal, maybe right in parts of western Idaho, but that's about it. It's been pretty dry. You can see how much our 100-hour fuels have dried out in southern areas and even into eastern Utah as well. You can see some of the dryness up here. This is our flash drought index of the past 2 weeks. You can see some very dry values popping up in southern areas, even down here towards the Uintas and Uinta Basin. Looking at the snowpack, still incredibly deep for this time of year. 250, 280% above normal, and even 300 or more percent in the southern half of the Great Basin in the higher terrain. Keep that in mind, not in the lower terrain. Mostly above 7,000 feet, and even well above normal still in the north. Now, satellite imagery shows another storm system dropping down to the Pacific Northwest, bringing clouds, cooler temperatures, some scattered precipitation, be some mix of rain with some snow in the highest elevations. So for this afternoon, there's the low right over Boise. Areas in the green, and especially dark green, indicate steady precipitation from parts of Idaho into parts of northern and eastern Utah. You can see on the 7-day, we've been quite dry. Still some areas here in the yellow, otherwise most areas in the green. These are the minimum humidities and quite dry down south. They'll have increasing northwest winds down there as well, and actually quite a windy day as you would expect with an approaching storm system. That low very quickly goes from Boise down to south central Colorado by tomorrow, so drier air working in from west to east. You can see the driest humidities again in the south and starting to dry out in western areas as well. Some gusty winds out of the northwest in the lee side of the Wasatch, some downslope drying into eastern and southeastern Utah. Now, on Wednesday, big high pressure. These tannish shades indicate a very dry atmosphere from bottom to top. As the high pressure builds in, you can see those humidities getting down near 10%, even in western Nevada, going up towards Reno. Teens going up towards the Idaho border. Everyone's drying out. Wind starting to diminish. 3-day precipitation totals with that storm, light to locally moderate amounts where you see the dark green to the blue shades, mostly in the northern part of the Great Basin. Then on Thursday, high pressure building in strongly with well above normal temperatures. You can see the 7-day that our southern areas are the driest. That continues. We could see a very big warm up on Friday, and that continues into Saturday and into Sunday as well. A storm system dropping down out of the Gulf of Alaska, but that's still 7 days away and probably another 2 or 3 days before we reach the Great Basin if that scenario holds up. But by that time, a lot more areas have turned yellow in our 7-day in southern and eastern areas and critically dry just south of us. Precipitation, not much Thursday through Saturday, and then Saturday through Monday. 7-day totals, most of this will be in the first 48 hours. Now, the long-range outlook for the first week of May, much above normal temperatures. So definitely warming up, definitely a concern for snow melt in some of those record snowpack areas. Precipitation indicated to be above normal, but with those warmer than normal temperatures, that rain-snow line could be quite high. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.